Hello everyone, welcome to Top 10 Character Moments. Today we're breaking down my list for the top 10 best Captain America MCU moments. Be sure to tune in every Friday to watch my latest top 10 video. In each video, I will break down my list for a specific character's best moments and why I like them so much. Now for those who don't know, I'm Ryan Brower. I run another YouTube channel called Sector for Nerds, a place where I do all kinds of things like reaction videos, play video games, discuss Star Wars and Marvel shows that appear on Disney Plus, and so much more. So I ask not only you subscribe to this channel, but also Sector for Nerds, as it would really mean a lot to me. Thanks guys. I'm a big fan of the MCU, and Captain America is my favorite character in the Infinity Saga, so I'm very excited to be bringing you guys this list today. Okay, before we get into the top 10 itself, here are a few honorable mentions. First up, meeting Groot. Why? 'Cause it's funny.
I am Groot!
I am Steve Rogers.
Next up, holding Bucky's plane and preventing him from escaping. Cap with them big muscles just sitting there showing off his strength. Even possessed Bucky seemed to like what he saw, which, you know what, fair enough. And finally, just wanted to shout out Cap's ability to do impressive speeches / pep talks. One of them is on my top 10 list itself, but all of them are amazing. Alright, let's get into the top 10 guys. Here we go. At number 10, taking a grenade hit. Well, sort of. It was a dummy grenade, but just the idea that Steve Rogers was willing to take a grenade for people who, let's be honest, were jerks to him and thought he shouldn't have been in the army, that just tells you everything you need to know about him and why Abraham Erskine saw something in him to be the super soldier. At number 9, his fight with Spider-Man in Civil War. My favorite MCU hero versus one of my favorite superheroes ever. I enjoyed this. Cap was clearly better, but I love the moment of respect he has for Spider-Man where he tells him he's got heart and asks where he's from, to which he responds Queens. Also, the name Cap calls him in Endgame.
Hey, Queens. Heads up.
At number 8, rescuing Bucky and others. I love this moment because Cap goes against command and does what he feels is the right thing to do, and in the process, he saves the lives of many. At number 7, his speech in The Winter Soldier to S.H.I.E.L.D. I mentioned his speeches briefly in the honorable mentions, but the reason I love this one in particular is because there's so much uncertainty for what's about to happen. Hydra has taken over S.H.I.E.L.D., and there's a good chance a lot of people could die. Everyone has to choose a side, and if they want freedom, they've got a high price to pay. And it's one that Cap is willing to pay. And he's willing to be the only one to stand up for it, but he's willing to bet there's more that will. And sure enough, there was. At number 6, getting through to Bucky. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, Bucky gets brainwashed by Hydra and is forced to go up against his former friend Steve Rogers. Good old Cap doesn't want to fight his friend, but also isn't willing to let innocent people die either. So he fights him until he saves everyone. And then he stops fighting and pretty much lets Bucky kick his butt. But before Bucky finishes him off, Cap says, "I'm with you till the end of the line," something Bucky told him when they were younger. I love this scene because it shows the dedication Cap has to his longtime friend. At number 5, holding back the gauntlet. In Avengers Infinity War, Cap takes the fight to Thanos with everything he has, but no one is really a match for Thanos at this point since he already has 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones. But Cap puts up more of a fight than most do in the scene, holding back the gauntlet of Thanos with everything he had. First time watching this, I was on the edge of my seat just screaming in my head, "Come on, Cap." But one thing I didn't think about, and something Cap probably didn't think about either, is that Thanos has 2 hands just like the rest of us. At number 4, defeating Iron Man. In Captain America Civil War, Steve squares off with his now former friend Tony Stark. Cap won thanks to a little interference from Bucky. I like this scene because Cap is my favorite MCU character. Iron Man was one of my least favorite at the time since Age of Ultron, and I enjoyed seeing Cap kick his butt. At number 3, his sacrifice. I don't think much needs to be said about how big of a moment this was. The dude crashed a plane into water to save thousands upon thousands of lives. A true hero's moment. At number 2, saying those 2 magic words. You know the ones. Avengers, assemble. They teased it in Age of Ultron but never fully said it. But in this moment, as 11 years of characters and story progression came together, we get that phrase in a battle cry type moment, and I loved it. At number 1, wielding Mjolnir. There are no Cap moments that are more incredible than this. When I first saw Cap slightly move the hammer in Age of Ultron, my thought was, okay, so maybe this means he's slightly worthy, and then Endgame proved, no wait, he was worthy, but he didn't want to show it, out of respect for his buddy Thor. What a great guy. So not only does he pick up the hammer, but uses it along with his shield to take on Thanos, and for a moment, Cap was destroying him. So there you have it, guys. That's my list for the top 10 Captain America MCU moments. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Cap moments are and why. Also, stay tuned every Friday for a new episode of Top 10 Character Moments. Thank you all for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.